Hey guys, Sylvia from Backyard Brushes in Fountain City, Wisconsin. And in today's video, I just wanted to make a quick video and share this really cute idea. I was inspired by my coworker Becky. We were at work talking. We were on break, of course. And she showed me these cute little ornaments she made for her booth. She was inspired by Pinterest, and she had different colored glass ornaments, glass light bulbs. And she had turned them into ornaments with this little friendship tag. And it was just so cute. And she had them wrapped really nicely in a clear plastic bag. So I went home a day or two later, not quite sure the time frame. And I pulled out my Bibelots mold. And lo and behold, the light bulb went off. I'm like, I can make my own take off the friendship ornaments using this mold. So that's what I want to share with you today. And again, my credit goes to Becky, who inspired me and was also kind enough to share her tags with me. And I'm just going to put the tag, I don't know if you guys can see it. I might have to take a picture. So let's get started.
So before we get started, I want to share with you, you should use protective equipment when working with resin. I am not good with wearing rubber gloves, so I was pretty excited to find these. Yep, they're finger condoms. So now I can roll these right on my fingers and I can protect my appendages. So don't forget, you guys, be safe. I'll also post a link in the comments in case anyone else is interested in the finger condoms. I did start by pre-measuring my resin containers A and B. And because it's fast acting, I'm going to mix them up and pour them in the molds right away. I am going to stir them slowly to try and minimize bubbles in the resin. I do like the silicone measuring cups, and I also have silicone stir sticks. It makes for really easy cleanup. The resin pops off really easily. Now, this resin I'm using, I think, is amazing resin. I had ordered it online prior to receiving these molds and hadn't used it. But when I was at Sonnet's retreat, I poured a couple hundred mushrooms. And she had used Illuminite for a fast-acting resin. And I can tell you, I much prefer the Illuminite over this amazing resin. And I will definitely be using the Illuminite moving forward. But for now, I'm just going to use up what I have on hand. And when mixing your resin, you do want to mix it 50-50. And like I said, I try to stir slowly to minimize the bubbling. It takes approximately 10 minutes for the resin to harden. The goal is to keep an eye on the resin as it starts to turn white. You don't want to put the previous molds on top of the mold that I'm going to adhere it to too early, because it will sink into the molds. So you want it to start setting and turning white before you add the mold. This is actually a new experience for me. I watched Cindy from CNC DIY Design when she was live with Sonnet to kind of, see how to do this process, and now I'm trying it on my own. While my resin is setting, I am going to pull out some little pendants. They're for jewelry. And I'm going to get these prepared. I want to place them between the molds. The preset mold I've already casted and the new one, so that I have a piece to string the ornament string through. So here's kind of a closer up view of what they look like. They're flat on the bottom and then they have a loop. So my goal is to get the flat in on top of the mold and then set the other one in. And they come in a variety of colors. I got copper, antique copper, gold, silver, sterling silver. So you actually get a lot for your money. I'll also post a link to that in the comments. And now you can kind of see that the molds are starting to turn white. And this is where it's hard for me because I am so impatient. I'm just going to speed up the video now so you can see the gradual process of the resin turning white as it hardens. Otherwise, I don't think any of us want to sit here for 10 minutes just to watch the resin harden. As you can see, the molds are starting to turn white. I'm now going to take my little pendants and I'm just going to place them in the center of, I'm going to centerize the pendants in the top part of the ornament where I'm going to hang it. And I'm putting the flat side in the middle of that section. I'm now grabbing my already preset hardened molds that I made earlier. And these were actually made with a clear overnight resin. And I'm just going to pop those right in and over the white resin. And it's kind of interesting. You can almost hear it pop in once you know you got it in the right spot. And then I'm just making sure that little jewelry tab is lined up correctly still too. Grabbing the second one, and I'm just going to pop that right in also. And now it's time for the reveal. I can pull them out, and it's kind of nice. I use the clear so you can see the difference between the two. And this one is ready to be painted on, but I'm not painting on that one today. Today we're focusing on the, I call them the lights mold, so that we can make the friendship ornaments. And it's already the pendants in there. So I'm going to grab a couple more of these and we're going to focus on the ornaments. I got this little shaving tool off of Amazon and I can link that in the comments also. And it was kind of nice. It was easier than a razor blade, I felt, for smoothing out and peeling off just a little bit of resin, the ridge where like the two resins met. It was a pretty easy tool once you got the hang of it. It has a rotating blade that's rounded, which it just took a minute to get the hang of. So I'm just trimming up the ornaments. It was actually kind of like, I felt like I was shaving soap. The resin at this point is still pretty soft, and it was easy to do. So I'm now grabbing a little hand drill for jewelry that I also purchased off of Amazon, and I can post a link in the comments. For the third light, I did not put a pendant in it. I wanted to try to see about drilling a hole with the hand drill and then screwing in a small eye hook that I also bought off of Amazon. So first I'm going to choose a small blade. I'm going to insert the blade into the hand drill, and then I'm just going to drill a little hole right into the top of the ornament. Then I can just take the little eye hook and screw it right in. And to be perfectly honest, I would use either method in the future. I do think the jewelry hooks or the jewelry pendants do look a little nicer. Now it's time to get painting. I'm going to use Barn Quilt by DIY Cottage Core for the first ornament. For the second ornament, I am using Fusion Seaside. And for the third ornament, I chose Mint by Rust-Oleum chalk paint. Once all 3 ornaments have 2 coats on both sides and is dry, I am taking silver from Folk Art and I am going to paint the top of the blue ornament silver to match the eye hook. I chose Gold by Folk Art to paint the next 2 ornaments. The gold will match the jewelry pendants I used. I'm now grabbing my Shipwreck Wax by DIY, and I am just going to stifle that into the blue light bulb. The DIY molds have so much detail that I wanted to just give it a little accent of light blue to help pop out the detail in the molds. I apologize, what I didn't show you is I did spray and seal all 3 ornaments with a top coat before applying wax. If you don't seal the paint, you risk the paint rubbing off the project while you're taking the extra wax off. I'm just dappling the wax all over the ornament, and then I'm going to go over it and wipe it off. It might be a little difficult to see with the camera. However, there is a nice contrast between the darker blue paint and the lighter blue wax. I also stifle in wax on the top part of the mold. It kind of brings it all together and provides a little bit of that vintage vibe. I have some white wax I previously mixed up. I used clear wax from Waverly and added acrylic white to get that true white color. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to stifle that right on the mint light. And again, once I'm done covering it, I'm just going to wipe it off. That will leave the lighter wax in all the little crevices of the detail of the ornament. And for the red ornament, I decided I wanted a gold wax. So I'm taking some of the Waverly Clear and I'm going to grab some of that leftover gold paint and mix it right into the wax and create my own gold wax for the red bulb. Once I feel like it's mixed really well, I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to stifle it right on the red bulb and wipe it off. I'm grabbing some silver string, and to be honest, I don't think I'll use this again. It was really difficult for me to use. It kept unraveling, but I had chosen it because I liked the metallic colors to hang it with the bulbs. And as you can tell, I struggled. If you have any really good tips for using this string, let me know. Or if you have any ideas what I should use instead. My original plan was to use some crushed velvet. However, the crushed velvet ribbon I have is way too thick to thread through the eye ring and the pendants. So once I got my loop, I used the same ribbon or string and I tied on my little tag that says Light of Friendship. This little light of friendship is to hang upon your tree. When you see it swing and sway, I hope you'll think of me. I know it doesn't flicker, but know from the start, All true friendships flicker from within your heart. Author is unknown. My girlfriend Becky made these ornaments with original lights, or real lights, and she had typed up the saying and designed it. I'm not that techie, so I took the PDF she sent me, I uploaded it in Vistaprint, and to be honest, I had Vistaprint print them up and send them to me, and I don't regret it. It was only like $30, and I have like 100 of them now.
Okay guys, what did you think? I know I'm going to keep making these. All I can think of is they're perfect little gifts, inexpensive for individuals to give their friends, and then also Secret Santa. These are perfect little Secret Santa gifts. So let me know what you think, if you're going to try making them, or if you have another take on these. I'd love to hear about it. And if you found this inspirational, please hit subscribe below and follow me along on my creative journey. Thank you.